Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to TMP Finance, where we make long and short-term investing simple. And holy, look at this, 4.01% today in the NASDAQ. That is absolutely absurd. And if only there was a way for you to capitalize off this move today. Well, there is. If you're a member of the TMP Finance Discord community, you get all the trade alerts, including the trade alert for this trade here, where we ended up making a little bit over 16% after our leverage there. But take a look at that if you are interested. But let's get into our analysis here. Heat map looking super green here, super strong. Apple and Google had a lot of issues last week when it comes to its payouts for its lawsuit, but it's still showing some strength there, which I'm really liking here. Amazon, Meta up 8%. Tesla, we don't really care about Tesla too much, but aside from that, the market's been extremely strong, and this is what I love to see, especially when we're coming from a V-shaped recovery in the NASDAQ here. Same with the fear and greed index here. We skipped over neutral. We were moving up super fast. And once we get to the extreme greed period there, that's when the markets are really going to soar. And you were wishing you were buying back in extreme fear back when I was telling you to. But anyways, let's get into our analysis over here. And again, these higher highs, higher lows, I think it's very obvious that we are in a bull trend here, especially if you look at this breakout structure here where, we have this bear trend and we're finally making this new high compared to there. I think that's very clear sign that we are in a bull trend, especially the fact that we rejoined this huge support line that I've been talking about that's been holding us up ever since we exited the bear market in 2022. So this is a really good sign too, that we're showing a lot of strength, that we're ready to go higher. And my trade plan is very simple, and I'll share it with you guys here. I'm staying long as we're above this rising support level over here. And in the short term, you can take a look at this level too, but this is a very aggressive and high volume trend line here, and it's not sustainable long term. So eventually this will break, but when it does break, it doesn't mean that we're going that much lower necessarily. We'll still probably make newer highs from here, and it's just a matter of time until we do. So you are staying long as we're above those supports there. Very simple. If we do break this support line later on, you are looking to get risk off and you are looking to short the market there, and from there we can return back down to this 20,000 support line over there. But very simple there. And I do like that we had this confirmation that we're in a bull trend too. Take a look at the 200 simple moving average, and we're having a little bit of chops over here. But every time we break through this line here, it's very indicative that something massive in the stock market is happening, whether it's the end of a bear trend or the start of a bull trend or something very similar. And you can backtest that yourself. And this is a very strong sign of confluence here, crossing above the 200 smooth moving average or simple moving average. Well, with such volume, with such volatility, right? I love to see that. Apple over here, we did break through the resistance over here. I do like that we broke above a couple of resistances actually, and I think it's just a matter of time before we go for those higher numbers there. So very simple again, staying bullish while we're above this this breakout here at 200. This is a great psychological level too, and from there you are looking for all-time highs again. I know that Berkshire did sell a bit of their share from Apple, but it's still a very good company that has a huge domination when it comes to tech, when it comes to phones, right? AI, so you can keep an eye out for that. Google, same thing here. I know they had to pay off a bit of a settlement as well. But again, I do like to see that there is some strength in the market here as well. And we are seeing higher figures after this huge drop of 7.5%. And we're still above the breakout there. So from there, you are looking to, keep going higher. And I'm really liking Google as well because it's a great stock, blue chip, top 7. You have this fantastic PE ratio of under 25. It was under 20, I believe, from my memory, and then you have huge upside potential here. I mean, just take a look at this, 31% to the upside there. So that's what I'm looking at here. Let's hop on over and take a look at Microsoft real quick. Now, Microsoft is a stock that I love, quantum computing. You have AI, you have, their computers already are still very solid. And I am looking at Microsoft for the long term. But for now, I am seeing this huge exhaustion gap over here. And now this is something that I would, typically when we're trading, it doesn't really matter what happens in between, as long as at the end goal you are up money. That's really all that matters. But for this is too big for me to pass out on. So I see this huge exhaustion gap here, which I think will have a 100% fill rate, just because you don't really see gaps in stocks of this quantity or magnitude. So I am waiting for, and I sold my position today on Microsoft, I'm waiting for a gap fill. It doesn't need to be perfectly, but let's say to at least 400, which is a very strong psychological level. And if you take a look at the RSI, you take a look at the support, we are very, very extended. So I think it's only a matter of time until we come back, balance out, and then from there you can rebuy your position and then start to look for those all-time highs again, or just new all-time highs or whatever you're looking for there. Let's move on to nvidia, and nvidia is a very, very simple chart here. Nvidia's been doing, it's probably my best holding. I was telling you guys to buy when we were over here at about $97, and from here we're up about 20%, I believe, and we'll just double check that here. Yeah, over 20% there, and this is one of my best long-term trades here, and I'm staying bullish as long as we're over this rising support over here, and this is even better confirmation that we've broken this falling resistance, and from there we're ready to move higher from there. So that is what I'm looking out for, and I'm very excited for those all-time highs in nvidia. Again, I'm very bullish on nvidia too, leading in its space when it comes to AI, when it comes to GPUs, and just overall technology and advancement technology in general. I think CEO Jensen's great, and yeah, you know what? I'm waiting for a good return for this one here. So your take profit level can be at all-time high, can be at 150 if you're looking to catch something safe. But yeah, that's what I'm looking out for here. Anyways, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. Now, if you are interested in becoming a better trader and you're looking to advance your trading game, come take a look at the link in the description, wap.com/tnp-finance. From there, you'll get all the trade alerts I take profits, stop loss, position size. You'll also be able to get monthly stock picks as well, free one-on-one sessions, and just ask me any question any time of the day, and I'll be there to help you. But we're currently beating the S&P 500. If you want to take a look at that, S&P 500 is currently down 0.64% year to date, and we're almost halfway through the year. Well, on the TNP Discord, and you can take a look at all the videos previously telling you when to buy. You can take a look at all the trade alerts in the description, because we have the proof there, and we're currently beating the market by 114.18%. Year to date up 113.54% there, and we just closed a massive trade yesterday for 16%, or this morning as I told you, and we're only gonna start moving higher and higher from there, especially in these rampant bull markets. So if that is something that does interest you, don't be shy, come click that link or ask me any questions. But that is gonna be a wrap for today's video. Thank you very, very much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, y'all.